So just make yourselves nice and comfortable, nice and relaxed. And just let's start first with paying attention to what's going on outside of the property. Just noticing if there's any sounds coming from outside. You may hear traffic going by, perhaps people talking, children playing, dogs barking, all sorts of sounds come from outside of the property. Pay attention to those sounds and then just let them drift off into the background. And then bring your attention inside your property, paying attention to the sounds that your home makes. You may be able to hear the heating whirring away, perhaps household appliances. Maybe there are people in your property. Pay attention to those sounds and then just let them drift off into the background. And then bring your attention onto yourself. Just paying attention first to your body. Let's do a nice little scan through the body. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever feels right for you. And let's first just pay attention to the head, making sure it's sat nice and comfortably on your shoulders. Just thinking about the neck now and just release any tension there. Just drop your shoulders a little bit, make your arms extra heavy. Scanning down through your torso, paying attention to your chest, the upper back, your abdomen area, your lower back, the cheeks of your bottom, your hips, your legs, knees, lower legs and feet. And just have your feet resting nice and flat on the floor. Or if you're lying, just allow yourself to be relaxed comfortably. And then we're going to draw a center line. We're going to imagine a center line coming straight down from heaven, bringing that yang energy into your Baohu point. And that center line goes straight down through the center of your body. Through the center of your forehead, behind your eyes and nose. Through your mouth and nice and gently down through your throat. Making its way into the chest, through the center of the rib cage, through the solar plexus, all the way down, through your Huyin, out of whatever you're sitting on, or if you're lying, past your feet, and making its way deep into the earth beneath you. And just allow that center line to go as deep as you'd like it to go today, into the center of the earth. And then you'll notice that the yin energy can make its way from Mother Earth up through the center line and into your body. And we can just nice and comfortably allow yin energy from heaven and yang energy from Mother Earth to make its way up and down the center line. And while we're focusing on that center line, we can use it. We can use it for our breath. Just allowing our breath to go nice and deep, making its way all the way down to the lower Tandian, deep in the abdomen area. Just imagining that breath coming nice and deep. And as you breathe out, just allow everything just to sigh out, relaxing every muscle with each and every breath. And while you're breathing nice and comfortably, perhaps you can bring your attention down to your feet. Just notice how your feet are sitting nicely on the ground. And perhaps you can just imagine sending your roots deep down into the earth beneath you. Just imagine those roots leaving your feet, just like the roots of the tree, traveling deep into the earth, going forwards, sideways, and backwards. And just allow those roots to go as deep as you'd like them to go today. And then, when you're ready, draw the energy of the earth up through your roots, allowing that energy to flood into your feet. Note the energy goes into the toes. Just notice that energy as it floods into your heel, soothing and relaxing your feet, making its way deep into the bone structure, deep into the cells. And notice how that energy makes its way up into the heels, up into the ankles. Take a good look at those feet. And just imagine that energy flooding through them. See, energy's flowing into your ankles now. Imagine seeing it as if you're looking at an X-ray. Allowing that energy to flood up into the calf muscle, into the shin bones. And the energy's flooding into your lower leg. No, relaxing, softening as the energy flows upwards towards your knees. Thinking about the knee joint, the kneecap, the ligaments, the tendons. Notice how the knee has a direct route straight through the ankle. They work together. Just notice how that energy is flooding there. Now it's making its way up into the larger muscles of the thighs, the larger bone structure, making its way up into the glutes. Thinking about the hips and the hip joints, and notice how the hip joints works together with the knees and the ankles, and how the energy can flow there. Notice how that energy can move across, right to left, making its way across the iliac crest. Notice that triangular shape down to the Huyin, right in the perineum, and how the energy can flow into that triangular shape. And that energy soothing, calming, relaxing. Just take a nice big breath and just allow all tension to release. Let that tension just flow away as the energy flows into your sexual organs, into your bladder, into your bowels. And it's healing and soothing as it goes. Notice the tip of the coccyx. Pop onto the coccyx and make your way up onto the first 5 large vertebrae. Notice how the energy can flow around each vertebrae, between each vertebrae. And that energy can flow to the front and the back and the sides. And it's soothing and it's relaxing and it's comforting. Notice as it moves up through the vertebrae. And it releases any tension there, releases any trapped nerves. Moving up into the stomach, the spleen, the liver, the kidneys. Soothing and relaxing as the energy floods further up your body. We're inside the rib cage now. We've got the lungs and the heart. Just allow the lungs and the heart to be relaxed, to be calm. Just notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. As the energy flows, you can find yourself breathing comfortably, softly, but nice and deep. We're coming out of the top of the rib cage now, making your way across the shoulders. Just allow those shoulders to drop. Make the arms extra heavy because the energy is now going to flow down the biceps, the triceps, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, hands and fingers, even the little finger. Notice how that energy is flowing there, soothing and relaxing the arms, the hands. And then that energy is going to turn around and make its way back up through the wrists, the forearms, into the elbows, making its way back up to the shoulders. Take a moment now to really relax those shoulders. Are you holding any tension there? Are you holding any tension in your neck? Just drop them a little more. Take a nice big breath in. And release and soften. And then we're coming up into the mouth. Allow that energy to soothe your mouth, your teeth, your gums, your cheeks, your tongue. And then the energy is going to flow to the back, up into the nose. Notice how you can breathe comfortably, easily, breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Just take a couple of nice big breaths in and out. Notice the air as it's cool as it enters and the warmth as it leaves your body. And then allow that energy to flow back down to the back of the mouth, all the way down to the jaw. We're going to make our way up both sides of the jaw now. Coming up to the ears, and just notice the inner ear and the outer ear, and just allow the energy to soothe the ear. Coming up into the temples, you might want to give your temples a little rub with your mind's eye. We rub the temples when we're trying to make sense of things. Perhaps if we get headaches, the temples are really, really important. They've got a direct route straight through to the upper Tandyan, the third eye chakra, right at the back of the eyes and the center of the head. Just allow that energy to flood into your upper Tandyan. Just imagine that energy there, soothing, flowing. And then make your way forwards to the eyes, soothing the eyes. Notice how the energy feels around the eyes. And then come up into the forehead. We're going to relax the forehead. Release any tension. Just allow those frustration lines, anger lines, just to smooth out comfortably. Like ice to water, water to steam, and the steam simply evaporates. Wonderful. Well done. We're going to go up now over the top of the head, making your way down the back of the head, coming back into the neck. Release any tension in the neck. Take a couple of moments just to let go. Drop the shoulders. And now as we come down to the rib cage, we're going to go around the outside of the rib cage, following those intercostal spaces. Round the back, and as the energy flows back up, we have a wonderful opportunity to do a spinal stretch. So as that energy flows up, allow your coccyx to go down, your head to go up, nice big spinal stretch, and soften and relax. Very good. Excellent. Nice, comfortable breaths, allowing that energy to flow down the spine now. We're going to stop for a minute in our middle Tandyen. Just notice that heart chakra. Energy's flooding there, doing its thing. And then we're just going to flow down the spine all the way down to the lower Tandyen. Notice the vertebrae all the way down to the coccyx. Imagine yourself now sitting on the coccyx, perhaps dangling your little feet into the center of your lower Tandyen. Perhaps you might stand on the coccyx and dive right in to your lower Tandyen. Just finding the center of the center of the center of this wonderful place. Your lower Tandyen is the home of your Shen, the home of your spiritual selves, the yin part of you. If your body and mind is yang, this is the home of the yin, the Shen. This is where your gut feelings come from. When you're listening to your gut feelings, you are in intuition. When you are guided by your intuition, you have inner knowledge, inner knowing. And how can this place not be special? Because this is the place that we all spent the first 9 months of our lives in our mother's lower Tandyen. So I'm just going to leave you there for a moment or two, just to enjoy this very special place. And then I'm just going to count up to 5 and just find yourselves coming back into the room at the right pace for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.